Welcome to the Uncle Kelven podcast, episode 10. Episode 10. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I really appreciate it. So let's get ready to kick this off. First of all, tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, he came to me, he said, Kelven, man, I've been listening to your podcast. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I said, oh, man, thanks. He said, man, when can I be on the podcast? I said, whenever you want to. Let's set it up. Less than 3 seconds later, he says, oh, man, I can't do it. I'm like, why not? You just asked, could you do it? I don't understand. Oh, yeah, because I'm thinking, man, you know, the Vice Lords might hear it and then there'll be like a bunch of trouble.
What's up? What you be about, nigga?
The Vice Lords might hear it?
Traveler TVL.
So, with that being said, apparently I am the top listened to podcast of the Vice Lord. And with that also being said, everybody is starting a podcast. You know, it's hard to book guests and things of that nature. So, this is for the Vice Lords. Please stop intimidating my guests or future guests or wannabe guests. I don't know if it's a collective or if it's a few individuals. But by all means, I can help you guys create your own podcast. It'll be Plus 8 Presents, the Vice Lords, whatever. We'll work that out on the other end.
Peace and love.
So,
peace and love.
Let's get on with it. Episode 10, the Uncle Kelven podcast. I am, as I stated in my earlier episodes, that I am an uncle, I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, I'm a friend. I have a lot of advice, unsolicited advice. That's exactly what I have, unsolicited advice. So today's episode is Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice. These are questions that people have asked. They didn't really ask me, but I'll give you my advice. And before we get started, you guys can go to my Uncle Kelven podcast Instagram page and DM me your questions, and I'll give you guys unsolicited advice, you know? Some of it might be helpful. Some of it might not be helpful, but you'll never know. So let's get right into it. All right, question 1. Somebody asked, is he wrong for buying an AC unit for his bedroom even though his girlfriend says she doesn't want one? No, he's not. That's what a gentleman would do. I bet you she's sleeping in a bed. So he's doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing with that. See, that's a simple one.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
Let's find another one. Okay. All right, here we go. This is a good one. 2. I don't know. I want to say their names because they didn't ask me. So these are just on a forum. But they asked, are they wrong for telling his wife off for wanting him to convince their 17-year-old daughter to return to her job? He ain't wrong. You know what I mean? I guess maybe the 17-year-old girl keep digging in his pockets. So I guess she got to go ahead and do for self. That's how I feel on that one.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
All right, here's one.
3.
They want to know, are they wrong for telling their friend that her boyfriend was right to leave her? You are a very good friend if you told your friend that her boyfriend was right to leave her. You are a perfect friend. You're the friend that everybody should have. Somebody needs to be honest. Maybe you know she was a hoe.
Well, dude,
maybe she was a hoe and you knew it. And you like, hey, we know what you're doing in these streets. So, or maybe you knew just, hey, she wasn't a good person. You're a good friend.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
All right, here's another one.
4.
Somebody asked, are they wrong for getting takeout for themselves and not bringing any back for their family? No.
Bruh.
No, you are not wrong for getting takeout for yourself and not bringing any back for your family. Now, I don't know the dynamics of the situation. I don't know if you're a parent and you're talking about your kids. If so, that's sort of fucked up. But if you know they eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches all day and you just got an Italian beef or something, so you can just, you know what I mean, chalk that up to the game. Or if you got like some rib tips or whatever, you know what I mean, and you know it's a bunch of greedy people and they're not really your family. Because I've had a situation where I was staying with some individuals that wasn't my immediate family, but they were family. I would go get some jerk chicken, and it's enough for like one person, maybe two. But if you got 4 or 5 people in there and they're all gonna ask for some, you know.
Thank you.
At that point, you really have to just go for self and just eat it in the car. And that's nothing wrong.
Conselho não solicitado do Uncle Kelven.
All right, here's another one.
5.
A person asks, are they wrong for insisting people pronounce their daughter's name correctly? No, you're absolutely not wrong for having people pronounce your daughter's name correctly. Now, me, on the other hand, I let people mispronounce my name all the time.
What's up, big perm?
My name is Kelvin. People pronounce it Calvin, Kevin. I've even heard people say Kelven, which I don't know what type of dyslexia that is. But if you standing on that, stand on that. That's a good principle to stand on.
Consejos no solicitados de Uncle Kelven.
Oh, here's another question. A woman asked,
6.
is she wrong for wanting to elope after her parents cut her wedding budget in half?
The caucasity of this bitch.
Yeah, you wrong. You grandstanding. Why should they have to pay because you want to marry a dude? I never could understand that. Well, maybe that's why my daughters aren't married. Because I couldn't understand, why do I have to spend money because you want to marry a nigga or somebody? I don't, that's something I couldn't. So yeah, you being a little witch for trying to elope now because they want to cut the wedding budget in half. Maybe they don't like the dude you finna marry. Maybe they don't like old boy. And you feeling dude, or they don't like dude family. Maybe you trying to invite a bunch of relatives that they particularly don't fuck with.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
All right. Another question.
7.
My parents give me zero privacy about mail. Okay, I'm going to assume that you're talking U.S. Postal Service mail or snail mail, not emails, because I doubt if your parents have contact to your emails. If they do, it's easy to change your password so that won't happen anymore. And to fix your problem, get you a P.O. box. Simple. Now you can get all your little perverted shit you're getting in the mail. Because I know that's what it is. You don't want them to look at the pervert shit you're getting in the mail. So get a P.O. box. Then you can go ahead and keep your pocket pussies and whatever else you're getting. You nasty motherfucker.
Uncle Kelven's unsolicited advice.
All right, here we go. Another question.
8.
As a man, how can I make women feel safer on an elevator? All right, as a man. Now, we're going to take just that blanket statement. Man. I don't know what color you are. First, I'm going to speak on my own then. Okay, I'm a black man here. If I'm about to get on the elevator with a woman and she looks uncomfortable, take the fucking stairs. Don't risk it. Don't risk getting on that motherfucker elevator unless you got some dark glasses on and you could pretend like you're a fucking blind man. People never accuse blind people of shit, okay? Unless that's why you should carry a pair of dark fucking sunglasses and a cane with a red fucking tip on it so you can pretend like you're blind and just get on the elevator and swing your head back and forth like Stevie Wonder and rub your fingers on the braille numbers and shit and pretend like you're a fucking blind man. If you're not gonna do that, don't get on the elevator with just you and a woman. Because if you look at her, it's gonna look like you're trying to eye fuck her.
How you doing?
So don't do it. Take the stairs, or How can you make them feel safe? Get you some dark sunglasses, pretend like you're a blind man. That's going to work. All right?
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
Another question.
9,
A guy asks, could I, 21-year-old male, have accidentally gotten my girlfriend, 23-year-old female, pregnant? And if so, what to do? Could I? Yes. If you fucking her, then yeah, you could have got her pregnant. Stop being a goofball, man.
What
All
are you
right?
talking
Now, if
about?
you ain't never fucked her and she tell you she pregnant by you, then once again, stop being a goofball, man. All right? You know that, hey, if you fucked her, then hey, then she pregnant. From that point, y'all got to decide what y'all gonna do. But yeah, you could have got her pregnant, you dumb bastard.
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
All right, let's go.
10,
Here we go. Another question. My wife prefers to spend time with her friends
Dude,
than me. Time to split up? That's his question. My wife prefers to spend time with her friends than me. Is it time to split up? No, not because she wants to spend time with her friends unless her friends some dudes and she out getting gangbanged or some shit like that. But yeah, if all her friends are dudes and she ain't spending no time with you, yeah, bro, it's time to break up. It's time to break up. Yep. 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 Yep.
You smooth, girl. I like the way you move. I like the way you're talking.
Now, if she out with her girlfriends and they just going out drinking wine and doing girl type shit, then no, man, go get you a video game or something, dude. Don't break up over that. You know what I mean? That'll be crazy.
Conselho não solicitado do Uncle Kelven.
Another question.
1,
Is cuddling with your friend weird? Is cuddling with your friend weird? No, not if you trying to fuck.
How you doing?
If you just one of them touchy-feely motherfuckers, then the other person might be trying to fuck. So no, it's not weird unless that's the intent. Somewhere along the line, somebody trying to fuck. If y'all just sitting around cuddling, that's guaranteed. That is a guarantee.
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
All right, another question.
1, 2,
What can I do about a neighbor with body odor?
Yikes!
All right, it's a neighbor. He or she has body odor. You could tell them like, "Hey man, you funky," or what type of deodorant you're using, or you can get them like a nickname where they know, like, "Hey, he calls me Stink Bomb Tom." Yeah, because you stink like a stink bomb, Tom. So shit like that. That's the easy one. You know what I mean? Let's see. We're going to get a couple of more, then we're going to get out of here.
Uncle Kelven's Unsolicited Advice.
All right. Now, here's a deep one.
1, 3,
Here's a deep question. Yeah, we're going to get ready, get up out of here. This is a deep question. All right. How should we handle my lesbian 14-year-old daughter having sleepovers with her girlfriend? Not prudish or religious, just trying to be sane, healthy parents. All right, how should you handle it? I'll explain how you should handle this. Now, you have a 14-year-old female lesbian daughter. If you had a 14-year-old heterosexual son, would you let him bring his girlfriend over?
That's true.
So just think of it along the same line. You got to be fair across the board. Now, if you had a 14-year-old son and you let him bring his girlfriend over and do whatever, hey, then keep that same energy. You keep that exact same energy. All right, couple more questions. We're gonna get out of here.
Lightning round.
Advice for losing weight fast. Don't eat and drink water. Yep, that'll work. Somebody says their sister is texting her ex. Her sister is texting her ex. All right, text her ex. You know what I mean? This is fair exchange, ain't no robbery. Give it right back. Okay, How do you get over stretch marks? Everybody got stretch marks. I don't even know why that's a big ass deal. Tim Duncan had the most prominent stretch marks of anybody, and he's probably the greatest power forward of all time. So to get over stretch marks, if somebody says something or you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I got stretch marks, just think, I'm just like Tim Duncan.
I'm so damn disgusted.
Yep, that's how you get over stretch marks. I'm just like Tim Duncan. At least that works for me. I don't know what the fuck works for y'all. That works for me. All right, here we go. How do I deal with racism and my mental health? How do I deal with racism and mental health? I started a podcast called the Uncle Kelven Podcast. That's what you do. Start a podcast. Somewhere along the lines, it'll work its way out. All right, last question. How can I prevent my dog from feeling lonely or sad when I leave home? All right, here's a situation with your dog feeling lonely and sad when you leave home. He or she, the dog, is dependent upon you for food, okay? So when the dog sees you leave, they thinking, damn, this is the only person that's been feeding me and shit. So either you can leave some food around or your dog can get over it. It ain't like they gonna commit suicide and shit. At least I don't think dogs can commit suicide. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You want me to give you some unsolicited advice, please feel free to email Uncle Kelven at gmail.com. That's UNCLEKELVEN at gmail.com. Or go to the Uncle Kelven podcast on Instagram and DM me your questions, and I will give you all the unsolicited advice that you need. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's it. We out. Peace.